Tanner, this week might be the biggest, week in BYU football in recent history. Who knows? Maybe ever. There's been a Natty there. There's been a Heisman, but it's big time. The first top 10 matchup in BYU football history. When I say those words going into a game, it's hard to act like this is just any other game, but how are you approaching the stakes, which are large for this one?
No, I mean, like that's got to be exciting for those of us like we're gamers, who just live for these kinds of opportunities. Like this is a huge game. Like for a lot of us, probably the biggest game we've played in our life. And in big games like this, you get to go out there and if you're the guy, making big plays, contributing a lot to help us win, like that. I mean, that's something you'll remember forever. And there's a lot of national attention pointed towards this game, a lot of eyes for those of us who have NFL aspirations too. Making plays in games like this is huge for us in our resume. So we just see it as such a huge opportunity, and not that it's like a scary, oh, the moment's too big kind of thing where we're gonna fold, but like we're gonna keep doing exactly what we've been doing, and coming off 2 weeks of prep going into this game, like that's huge. That should give us a lot of confidence and trust in the scheme and in the game plan.
Let's break that down. So on a bye week,
Yep.
you get some days off and whatnot, but how much Texas Tech conversation do you have on the bye week?
Oh, I mean, it's pretty much as if we were playing them last Saturday, right? Like same level of preparation where, going into the different practices, we're watching film to, look at the run cut ups, look at the drop back pass cut ups, look at, different situational down and distance cut ups. So, we have a good picture of who this team is already. And then we get, another 84 snaps of play, at least for us to watch defensively from what they put on the field on Saturday against Kansas State, and more tendencies for us to pick up on, and things for us to learn and prepare for. So, but yeah, no, the bye week is not a full week of rest as people who might not understand what that is. Like there's still a lot of prep and practice that goes into that.
With that said, this team needed to get healthier. What
Absolutely.
did this do for you individually and the team in terms of getting a little extra rest and not having a game last week?
No, I mean, I told my wife this morning when I woke up, I felt like Captain America coming out of that pod, like the super soldier. Like you just wake up on a Monday morning and it's just like, dude, the body feels good. I'm not hurting anywhere. Like I feel really good, and I know that that's the case for so many of our guys too, especially those who've been a little banged up. But a couple nights to just really focus on getting good sleep and our nutrition and other things just coming into this week, we should be feeling really, really good, and we can ride this wave through the last few weeks of our regular season here and into the postseason.
He is Steve Rogers, aka Tanner Wall of BYU Football, talking on BYU Sports Nation. Game day is going to be there. It's Chris Fowler and Kirk Herbstreit. It's big time. How do you sort of dial in, or does it help you dial in when it's this big of a situation?
I'll be honest, like there's a lot of stuff like that surrounding the game that just like because of the nature of our schedule and how how we do things, like we don't notice a lot of that stuff. Like, we don't get to sit there and watch it, and especially this being an early kick too. Like we're gonna wake up, we're gonna eat breakfast, we're gonna leave for the stadium. So I don't think there's on the day of the game there'll be a lot of opportunity for distraction. I know we'll definitely, as the leaders on the team, and I'm sure the coaches will address it today too, just staying focused on us, block out the outside noise and a lot of the things that might be going on, and just focus on our preparation and going out and getting a win.
This is a Texas Tech offense that is top five in both scoring and yards. What are some of the keys to slowing down the Red Raiders?
I think the biggest thing is being great tacklers. I think something that they rely on, and I've seen across watching a lot of the film, is just bad tackling, and leads to big chunk plays that start spark drives or sustain drives. So being able to just be sound in that, and then limiting big plays as well, I would say. But just I feel like from a scheme perspective, there's nothing where we would feel outmatched. They have good personnel. I like the way that they use their guys, but there's nothing on there where we're, extremely nervous or worried about them throwing stuff at us that we might not have seen or that might be too exotic for us to react to.
What is it that you and this team you feel like have learned from last year's 9-0 start and then a 1-2 finish to this year where you are 8-0? And certainly it's a tougher end of season schedule than it was last year, to be frank, that you think will help you this time survive the last four and put yourself in where you guys want to be, which is Arlington.
Um, I think the biggest thing with that is just staying true to who we are and our identity, and not losing view of the small and simple things that have gotten us here. Like, don't let those things slip. Keep doing them. Double down on the things that have made us successful, but also the mindset of not playing scared on our heels in a scared to lose, like playing not to lose mentality, but rather be in attack mode, playing to win. Like, play to win. Don't play not to lose. Like, those are the sports psychology of that is very impactful. I'm no expert on that, but do know that just that little tweak in mindset helps you to play with a lot more confidence and expectation to win.
You are kind of a level-headed, you have emotion, but you don't show it a ton, in this moment. Your wife, on the other hand, Corinne, during her mic'd up, she's a fireball. I got to know you guys on the cruise. She's great. What was it like to have her in a mic'd up segment? Because she's a star now.
Yeah. No, she was stoked. Like, she was so excited for that. But yeah, I mean, that's just really a true representation of who she is as a person, as a wife, as a fan. Just lots of energy, super exciting, and she lives for game day too. She not only in how she supports me, but she knows all my teammates, cheers for them, knows their parents, and their siblings, and so sitting in the family section and celebrating all of our successes, like she loves being able to do that on game day, and she has become a massive BYU fan, which I'm proud to play a part in bringing her to her fandom.
She also went to the greatest mission in the world, which was Brazil, Porto Alegre North. I also happened to go there. Walk me through mentally what this journey's been like for you to go from walk-on receiver who loved BYU growing up to obviously on Scully, captain, leading one of the best defenses and teams in the country at this point, and you still have games to go. I'm not trying to end your career here. What I'm saying is, get me to from that point to this point, because that's been quite a journey for you.
That's a We could talk about this for a long time. Like, I could give you a very long-winded answer, but I think for me, just feeling super grateful for every step in that journey. There were a lot of steps, a lot of hurdles within that at the time seemed, a little bit discouraging or confusing. But looking back, like, the dots all connect, right? And everything that I know, like, God was preparing me for in what He wanted me to learn and to accomplish during that time. And then to be in the position I'm at now, leading the team as a captain and being one of, a key contributor on our team. It's what I prayed for, what I longed for, but also what I believed I was capable of as well. So knowing and seeing that potential in myself and expecting it to come in the future with a lot of hard work and sacrifice, but just grateful for, the people who have given me this opportunity and believed in me. And Coach Kalani's at the top of that list and kind of facilitating the switch from offense to defense. But just having that relationship that I have with Kalani, where it's one of love and trust, and he's always believed in me. So I'm grateful that he gave me that chance.
It's awesome. And let's finish with this. The BYU Cougars have thrived in the people don't think we can do it situation. In the last 8 games where BYU's an underdog, including the last couple of weeks with Iowa State and Utah and so on, BYU was a dog. You guys won the game outright. 10.5 point dog in Lubbock. Is that motivating? Does that help this BYU team get ready?
I don't know that we pay too much attention to that, but I mean, us being an underdog in every game, like, it doesn't bug me. I think in some scenarios it's better for us always to just be like, okay, well, got to go prove ourselves again, right? And week after week, that's how it is. And so we're gonna, go out and do our thing. And our plans to be getting on that plane on Saturday afternoon, coming home after a win.
Nice thing is you'll be home for dinner. That'll be weird. That'll be
That
that'll
is
be
true.
crazy.
That is true.
Normally you're getting home for breakfast. It's wild. But
Yeah.
Tanner, best of luck. All the BYU Sports Nation karma we can muster for one of the biggest games ever in BYU history. I hope you have not one but two interceptions. So thanks for the time and go get them, man.
Thank you so much, Jerem. I appreciate it.